There we go. Alright, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Cutlass Board Games channel. We're going to be playing some real EDH. This is my first EDH deck that hasn't been unsleeved in a while. Where I'm playing Wernog and Sofina. These are the Stranger Things Secret Lair characters, but the in-universe versions that they created for them.
Right.
So it's 10% less cringe.
I see.
I just really like Wernog. And then joining with me in the booth is Jonathan. Homies of the channel will know, because we've done a bunch of stuff on here before, mostly board game stuff. I kidnapped you for PlayCon, but we're going to be able to play some games and record some stuff and maybe do some debrief type shit as well, like we normally do.
I think kidnapped is making you sound like you put way more effort into this. Actually, I
existed and he showed up.
I'm just sleeping on his couch. I am totally the freeloader here.
Alright.
Yeah.
I have made an attempt at shuffling. Here are my commanders.
Hang on.
Tell us about Ramos.
I'm using Ramos Dragon Engine, which looks like this shiny little baby. He's actually colorless, but his color identity is all 5 colors. He's a 6 cost flying 4/4 that whenever I cast a spell, I put a +1/+1 counter on it for each of those spells' colors. So he loves colors. And I can remove 5 +1/+1 counters from him to add 2 of every mana color into my mana pool. But I can only activate the ability once a turn. It's my shiny dragon engine.
So it can get big and it can get kind of crazy.
Yes. And my deck runs lots of dragons. It's all about dragons.
I might just fuck with my camera endlessly. Move forward, pinch.
It's a very lucky camera.
I'm really big on the camera, but I'm not actually that close to it compared to you.
No, but you are also just a
really
very big person. Yeah. Big personality.
Huge like that.
Actually,
would you like to roll the dice to go first?
Sure.
So this whole thing is B to 12. You may roll a d20 if you feel brave.
I got a 5.
I will be going first because that greatly benefits me.
I suspected as much.
Let me start a bit more. Alright. And then I will keep this hand because it has magic cards in it.
And they don't have zeros on this one. Okay, that's the 0.
I'll steal these. I don't actually have d20s. I only have d6s. That's what you get for playing Pokemon TCG for so long.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what mulligan are we playing with today?
Whatever you like.
Sweet.
You can partial Paris if you wish. I don't know why they ever got rid of that in Commander.
Yeah. Me either. Anything that stops you from shuffling your deck as much is better.
Well, partial Paris, you just go, I didn't get land, therefore I will get rid of things that aren't lands and draw lands. Or I drew too many lands, so I'll put lands back and draw non-lands. Like
you get to go first.
I'll go first. Yeah. Are you keeping?
I'm keeping, yeah.
Alright, here's a Flooded Strand. I'll go to 39, and then it will be your turn.
Cool. I will draw. And I will play Arcane Sanctum tapped.
Huge.
Huge.
I did not find my triome in time. So one moment, please, while I look through my 100 card deck for stuff.
This is a great opportunity for me to look at your commander now.
Don't get me fucking demonetized.
So. You're right, I shouldn't sing Disney, should I? Okay. So we're looking at Keith's commander, Wernog.
Wernog is the one we care about. Sofina very rarely sees the table.
Here is the card. Ooh, there we go. There we go. So, Wernog, 2 cost creature. He's a 1/2 human that enters or leave. When they enter or leave the battlefield, each opponent may investigate. To investigate, create a clue token. It's an artifact with 2. Sacrifice this artifact to draw a card. Each opponent who doesn't loses 1 life. You investigate X times, where X is 1 plus the number of opponents who investigated this way.
So obviously much better with a pod of 4 people.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But I'm going to cast Wernog, because that's what I do on turn 2 every game.
Cool.
So would you like a clue or would you like to take one?
You know what? I'll have a clue.
Sick.
That way you get 2 clues.
You can have my real clue.
Okay.
But I have 2.
I've got a clue.
And now it is your turn.
Untap drawn. I play Sacred Foundry tapped. I tap Arcane Signet to play Wayfarer's Bauble.
Oh yeah, classic.
Your turn.
Alright, draw for turn. Okay, I'm gonna play Taysar, Opulent Oligarch. So it's a 2/3 with Death Touch. At the beginning of my end step, investigate for each opponent who lost life this turn. Whenever a clue you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token with flying, visibility, and it triggers once each turn. I'm then going to attack you for 1 commander damage.
I'm going to have to take it.
And then we go to my end step trigger where I'm going to investigate. And it's your turn. I have 3 clues.
That's a challenge. Okay.
The whole point of the deck is that it doesn't ramp, it just plays threats on curve.
Okay. Black, white, red. What do I want to do? I play Crucible of the Spirit Dragon.
ASMR, I flick the cards in my hand.
I don't really have enough to do all the things I want to do, unfortunately.
You can at least do this.
I can.
Which is probably the more important one.
But I'll pass turn.
Pass turn?
Yeah.
I guess you can. Activate abilities at instant speed.
That's the one!
We have a glare issue where Wayfarer's Bauble is just invisible. That's why I don't like using the big light.
Wayfarer's Bauble.
But it's not really a big deal. I'm gonna play Swamp for turn.
Yep.
You aren't doing anything too threatening, so I can do my slower plays. I'm actually going to cast Safina. So Safina says, when Safina attacks. So it's not attacking this turn, so you don't need to worry about it. I'm going to attack you for 3.
3, and that's 1 commander damage.
Yeah.
And 2 damage. 3 damage, sorry.
Yeah.
Putting me to 36.
And then end step, I have a trigger to get a clue.
Damn. Okay.
One of these days I'll solve the mystery.
You will. You've just got so many clues. My turn. At the end of your turn, I will tap 2, sacrifice my bauble, grab a forest, put it into play tapped.
In theory, there's a number of clues that you could have that just insinuates you're an idiot because you haven't figured out whatever the clues are supposed to tell you.
Or you're not an idiot. It's just a very, very challenging problem to solve.
Maybe. Alright, let's go to the forest.
I have the forest, yes. And unfortunately, I can't do anything else on tap.
Spoilers.
I know, spoilers. Yeah.
Do you have dragons that kill creatures?
I have dragons that do pretty much everything.
Would you like to find one?
Not yet. Not yet. I thought, oh, this is friends forever, not partners.
That's correct. Yeah, it's the shittier version, unfortunately.
The partners, you can only have 1 commander in the game at once. Or friends forever, you can have both, can't you?
No, both. You can have both.
Oh.
The whole thing about CEDH is they play Rograk, which costs 0, so they can play Rograk for free on the first turn. So their Guy's Cradle taps for mana. And then also play the Thrasios, so that Thrasios can do Thrasios things.
Did you want to cut the deck?
No, it's fine.
I'm struggling. Large decks. I'm not good at holding them. Right, I'll draw for turn. And then I will play Exotic Orchard.
You may make any of black, white, or red. with Exotic Orchard.
Yes. It's kind of what I was hoping for. So, I'm going to pay 5. And all non-dragon creatures are destroyed.
Sure. So both my commanders go to the commander zone. Wernog has an exit trigger. Would you like to have a clue or take 1 damage?
Well, it's only 1 damage, and then you would get a clue. But I wouldn't get a clue. But then you get 2 clues. So, it's a lot of draw. I don't know what your deck can pull out.
I don't have enough mana to pay for 6 clues.
I'll take a clue.
Alright, I get a 6. I'm going to untap.
I have 2 clues.
I'm going to draw for turn. I'm then going to make you miserable.
Yep.
I'm going to play Girapa Aether Grid. So it says tap 2 untapped artifacts you control, deal 1 damage to any target.
Cool.
I'm going to say go. I'm going to use this copy as like one's a tapped clue, one's an untapped clue if I ever have a combination of states. Your turn, sir.
These are the tapped ones.
Well, I have no tapped ones currently.
There's no dice on it.
Okay. Well played. I have 30 tapped clues.
I played Vivid Crag, tapped.
Yeah.
I'll chuck 2 red ones, why not?
And play dragon.
Not yet. Dragon Lord Servant. Now I can to any target.
Yeah.
And you can kill it straight away.
Immediately, yeah.
Hang on.
Card good.
Card busted. And you can tap it in instant speed.
That's right.
Gross. Gross. Well then,
You gave me all these clues. You only have yourself to blame.
I know what you were capable of. I'm playing doubling season.
Yeah, sounds good.
Gross. Your turn.
I'm going to play Deadly Dispute in your end step. So I sacrifice an artifact or creature, I draw 2 cards and create a treasure token. So I'm going to turn one of these clues into a treasure, and then I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Damn. Can sacrifice an artifact to do that one?
Yeah. Yeah, it's an additional cost. Alright, draw for turn. Here's my luxury suite.
But now you can only deal 2 damage, which is handy. Which means that
I mean,
you
I can
can't
tap the treasure to activate the Aether Grid, like my number of artifacts.
Oh,
hasn't
you're
changed.
right. You can still tap for 3. How am I going to get rid of your enchantment?
I'm going to play Agent of the Iron Throne. So commander creatures I own have, whenever an artifact or creature you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life.
This is gross.
This is aristocrats, my guy.
This is gross. And it's a legendary enchantment, but it's a background.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So there's specific commanders where you can have an enchantment in the command zone, which is their background.
Right.
I'm then going to play Reckless Fireweaver. Whenever an artifact you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent.
An artifact you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a creature.
Cool.
I'm wishing I saved my Crux of Fate.
I mean, if I played a bunch of things that say when my guys die, you take damage, and you Crux of Fate me, you take 1 million. So I think it was well timed. Also, Safina attacking would have given me 3 clues as well.
It would have been a pain.
Don't forget your coffee.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm going to play 2. I'm going to play... I've been drinking it.
Is that the name of the spell?
No. Dragon Lord Servant.
Yeah.
Dragon spells cost 1 less to cast.
Yep.
Do
Oh,
you
that
do
one.
anything? Yeah,
No,
okay,
it's fine.
so I'll play my Spinal Buff Canal and enters tapped unless I control 2 or fewer lands.
When you play this, you can put a dragon spell on the stack before I have an opportunity to kill it.
I am going to put a dragon spell on the stack before you have an opportunity to kill it.
Yeah, so it's fine.
Thunder Break Regions.
What's this do?
Whenever a dragon you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, I can deal 3 damage to that player.
Seems good.
Okay. That, my friend, is my turn.
Alright, I'm going to make a white. And I'm going to Swords to Plowshares your region. So you're going to gain 4, I'm going to take 3.
Correct. And it exiles them.
Yeah. Go away.
Fair enough.
I will then untap. Oh, then draw a card. That's not the worst. I'm going to play one of my new favorite cards. This is pre-war formal wear. This is from the Fallout Commander set. It says, when pre-war formal wear enters the battlefield, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield and attach pre-war formal wear to it. The equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has vigilance. So we're going to see Teysa come back. So Teysa is now a 4/5. I have a Reckless Fireweaver trigger from an artifact entry, so you take 1.
Yep, okay. I suspect I'm going to
Die.
very soon. And this game is not going to feel much like a game for me at all.
I'm then going to... Well, I mean, end of turn, I could have been blasting you with a bunch of shit. I didn't.
Yeah. What have you been doing, Keith?
I was polite, I guess. I'm also going to play this Cruel Celebrant. So whenever my creatures or planeswalkers die, you lose 1, I gain 1. This is like from the aristocrat deck. I'm going to tap 2 clues so that you take 1.
Yeah, makes sense. I take 1?
Yeah.
Cool. I go to 34.
I'm then going to go to my end step. I have a Teysa trigger. I gain a clue.
I'm concerned.
I then have a Reckless Fireweaver trigger. You take a 1.
I'll take. I go to 33.
I'm then going to pass the turn.
Oh god.
See, I don't mind that your dragons cost less. I want to kill the dragons when they enter.
Okay. Blue, red,
yeah.
Anything, green, anything. Intet the Dreamer. It's a 6/6 flying creature that whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I can pay 2 and 1 blue. If I do, I can exile the top card of my library and put it face down. I can look at it for as long as it remains exiled, and I can play it without paying its mana cost as long as this remains on the battlefield.
Huge.
Not really. I suspect I am going.
It's a blocker.
Fairly Pyrrhic victory of anything. I don't want to attack with my Dragon Lord Servant, so I'm going to pass turn. I'm playing old school Magic here, and Keith here is playing modern Commander.
Yeah, shit out of the fucking Fallout.
And they just don't compare.
Alright, I'm going to draw for turn.
Yeah. I'm playing how we used to play back like 3 or 4 years ago. And then Magic released the Eternities Beyond, or
that's the Edge of Eternities is the newest thing. The Universes Beyond.
Universes Beyond stuff. And everything became cooked. Actually, as soon as they started focusing on Commander product, everything started to get
a little bit, yeah. My hot take is like actually all the new Magic card design is really good. I just hate all the IP.
Right.
I like the card. I don't like the flavor. All right, I'm tapping 3. I'm gonna cast Kambal, Profiteering Mayor.
Mm-hmm.
What he does is whenever 1 or more tokens enter the battlefield under your opponent's control, for each of them create a tapped token that's a copy of it.
That's a 3-cost card?
Yes. It has another line of text. Whenever 1 or more tokens enter the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 and you gain 1.
That's a 3-cost card?
Yeah, but it's legendary.
That should be like 5 at least!
Yeah, card's insane.
What?
I'm then going to crack my treasure. And then for 4, I'm going to replay Wernog,
Hang on.
Riders
hang on.
Chaplain.
Just because it dies to removal doesn't make it less cooked. Fuck you, dies to removal, bitches.
This is not even Universes Beyond. This is Outlaws of Thunder Junction. This is a card printed into standard. Alright, so I'm making a Wernog. Would you like a clue?
Old.
Would you like a clue or would you like to take 1 damage?
Nah, fuck your clues.
You're gonna take 1 damage?
I'm gonna take 1 damage.
I'm gonna make a clue.
Of course you are, you motherfucker. And then take another damage.
And then because I made a clue, I have a Reckless Fireweave trigger where you take a damage.
Yeah.
And I have a Kambal trigger where you take a damage and I gain a life.
What? So now I'm down to 30.
Yeah.
This is the wrong deck to play against this.
I'm then going to attack you with my Taser. It is a 4/5 Death Touch Vigilance.
It's only 4 damage. I'm going down to 26.
Sounds good. I'm going to move to my end step. I have a Taser trigger. I investigate because one of my opponents took damage. I'm going to go 8 clues. I now have a Reckless Fireweaver trigger. You take 1 damage, but Kambal has already triggered, so it won't happen again. It's now your turn.
He's playing so nice. All of my creatures could be dead right now.
I could kill one of them because this is 4 damage.
Okay.
So it's not quite enough.
I play Savage Lands. Tapped. Oh, and at the end of your turn, I'm sorry, I should have tapped this, put a counter on Crucible of the Spirit Dragon. Now I can actually use its cool shit.
When are we going to see Ramos?
I could pull Ramos out, but to what effect?
I have no flying blockers if you want to try and intet some shit.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I'm going to go to combat. And hit you for 6.
31.
And then I'm going to pay 3. 1, 2. I've got a lot of red. I've got white. 3. I don't have a lot of green. Let's have a look. I'm going to play this without paying its mana cost.
It's supposed to be face down. I'm not supposed to see it.
No, it goes to exile.
Face down.
Oh, face down. Cool, yeah, cool.
You're obviously allowed to look at it, and the camera's allowed to look at it, but I shouldn't.
I'm just
see
going to play it.
I'm going to play it. It doesn't matter.
Why not? It's a 5/6 flying dragon. And now whenever a dragon I control taps, I can tap a non-land permanent.
Oh, and then it doesn't untap. Not a stun counter, but it just doesn't untap.
Yeah.
Can you close the thing when you get a chance? It's just hurting me. Alright. And that's
Did you say it was hurting you?
Yeah. A lot. Please don't.
That unfortunately is all that I can and will do for now.
Okay.
Your turn.
Alright. Untap. Draw for turn. That's not quite what I wanted, but I think that's okay. I need to draw cards. I'm going to play Costly Plunder. So it says as an additional cost, sacrifice an artifact.
Oh no, I take a damage.
And then I draw 2 cards.
I'm on 24 now.
What are you taking a damage from?
Doesn't this one?
It's just this one.
Yeah,
you
whenever...
take one, I gain 1.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's just you take 1. Okay.
Yeah, take 1. There you go. I'm trying to remember all the shit you're doing.
And they're going to play Ingenious Artillerist. Whenever 1 or more artifacts enter the battlefield under your control, Ingenious Artillerist deals that much damage to each opponent. I have a land for turn. It's just, these two are homies, they can just sit next to each other. I'm then going to go to attacks. I'm going to attack you with Wernog. I'm going to attack you with Taser. I think that's it.
Wernog doesn't have like vigilance or anything
No
else.
keywords.
Cool.
It's just the enters exits effect.
I will block it with my Dragon Lord Servant.
Absolutely.
I will take 4.
Okay, sounds good.
Gives me a 20.
Sounds good.
Because when he leaves play, he does other funky stuff, which I don't.
It's the same. It's the same entrance effect. Tesa activates. I also was supposed to get a spirit when I sacrificed my clue.
Yeah, you have some spirits.
Oops, missed trigger. Judge. Spirit. I have a flying blocker now.
Yeah, you do.
I will then pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I attempt to cast this guy.
Attacker, World Render. Your dragons are going to have double strike. Yeah, that seems bad for me.
Does it resolve?
Yeah.
Cool. I go to combat.
Absolutely.
I attack with both of these.
Okay. Trigger.
Oh, sorry. I should have done a discount at the end of your last turn. Yeah. Apologies. And if an effect would put one or more counters on a
you should have 4 in total.
Sweet. That's much better. Okay. Which is exactly kind of what I wanted. Anyway, so when this attacks, before you even have the ability to do anything, I can tap something and it doesn't untap during your untap step.
Sure.
Cool. So now I am hitting you for...
Well, hold up.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to sacrifice a clue.
Yeah.
And draw a card.
Now I take some damage.
Now, because a clue was sacrificed, I get a spirit. So I have an untapped spirit.
Oh no! The plan is foiled!
But also because an artifact was binned, you lose 1.
Puts me 2.
And that's it.
19.
Yeah. Go to blocks.
This is such a slow game for me. You block with a spirit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now I take 5.
Yep.
Go to this many. Spirit dice.
Oh, sorry. It's whenever a dragon you control attacks.
Oh, so you would have a second trigger, but both of them would resolve and then I would make a spirit. So you can tap something else down that won't untap.
Doesn't. Oh, what? That won't untap? I'll tap this guy.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And then you take 10 damage because of double strike.
Sorry, you're correct. I'm on 21.
Your turn.
Bro's catching up.
I try.
Bro is catching up. So I untap all my lands. I untap my commander.
I mean, I might be catching up, but you are
I'm a bit ahead.
disgustingly in the lead. Like, you're just letting me have fun. You're toying with me.
No.
Yes, absolutely you are.
A little.
Don't believe his lies. He is absolutely toying with me. He could destroy me at any given moment.
What's the name of the character from Memento? Teddy? Don't believe Teddy's lies.
Yeah. I actually haven't seen Memento. It's been a movie I've been meaning to watch.
I watched it a long time ago, but I forgot everything that happened in it.
No, I think I do. He's the guy who tattoos stuff on his body, right?
You remember now?
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to play Nadia's Nightblade. Whenever a token you control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 and you gain 1. And then going to play Descent into Avernus. This is a card that is good for both of us. At the beginning of my upkeep, I put 2 Descent counters on Descent into Avernus. Then each player creates X treasure tokens. You will get double. And Descent into Avernus deals X damage to each player, where X is the number of Descent counters. So the first time will be 2 treasures, 2 damage. And then 4 treasures, 4 damage, and so on. I'm going to go to combat.
Sure.
I'm going to attack with Wernog.
You know what? I can't actually afford to take 1 damage. I'll block.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm going to tap 2 clues. Oh, sorry, this will be 5. This will be 2. To gear up a Aetherid U for 1.
Why?
Because then I have an end step trigger.
Okay, cool. I take 1 damage.
So at the beginning of my end step, I investigate for each opponent who lost life this turn. So you took the 1, so I get to investigate. I get a reckless fireweaver trigger. You take 1, and I get an igneous artillerist trigger where you take 1.
So you're in 16.
And then it's your turn. Can you win the game right now?
I go to 6. Yeah, I should be able to get close. So I draw for turn.
This is where Crux of Fate wins you the game. Chat is thinking.
Shush. Shush, shoo. I think...
Chat is cooking.
Your spirit's gone.
It's tapped.
Yeah.
Oh, the other one died to blocking, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But I can make another one.
You're on 21.
That's right.
I know you can make another one. That is legitimately unfortunate. It's kind of scary.
I can make one blocker.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I cast Tyrant's Familiar.
Flying haste. As long as you control your commander, I think that doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. The important part is
Flying
Flying
haste,
Haste
double
Dragon.
strike.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to go to combat.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack with 4 dragons.
Yeah. Alright, you have some triggers.
I do. Well, I will tap anything that's got flying.
I have nothing that is untapped with flying.
Right, well, then I will tap 4 of these.
Isn't it? Non-land permanents. Interesting.
Yeah.
So obviously,
these...
in response, I will do things with clues. Not really helpful, unfortunately. If I had the full 8, I could kill your attacker. But I do not. I'm just going to sacrifice one of the ones that you target. And then 3 more will get tapped. So this will go to 2. This will go to 5. I will draw a card as the resolution of the clue being sacrificed. I will make a spirit that has flying. I then have a Nadir Nightblade trigger where you take 1, I gain 1. I have an Agent of the Throne trigger where you take 1.
So go to 14.
Whenever 1 or more tokens enter the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 and you gain 1. And Spirit is a token.
Yep. So
I need all the little pieces of life I can get.
You really do.
And then I go to blocks. I block here. And I take 10, 20, 32.
32. Yeah.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Well, the card that I really wanted to play, which I didn't have, I really wanted to play this.
Oh yeah, Dragonstorm's great. Dragonstorm's great. I had you next turn because as soon as Descent into Avernus triggers, you take 1,000,000 and die.
I know.
Because I can sacrifice treasures without paying mana, and so I can just kind of sacrifice them immediately.
The fact that you had that, I had this ready to go just in case I wanted to play something ridiculous. I did have Spirit, the Dragon in hand,
classic.
which would have been really great.
Would have been big.
But yeah, didn't have the mana for most of the game.
Right. One more?
Yeah, why not?
But for those at home watching this, you'll have to go and find it on another video. We're gonna, I don't know, rematch. Maybe I'll change deck. Who knows? It's a whole nother video. It could be exciting. It could be horrible again.
I'm sticking out with my dragons.
Alright, I'll change it up. I might have a better chance with a different deck. So stick around. Click the buttons. I'll play game.